Prince Andrew has hit back at claims that he isn't cooperating with an investigation into former friend and convicted paedophile Jeffrey Epstein. Lawyers for the UK royal released a statement insisting the Duke of York has offered his assistance at least 3 times. Well, reports say US prosecutors have made a formal request to speak to Prince Andrew as part of their investigation into Epstein. His legal team says such a move would be disappointing since their client is willing to give a witness statement. Well, let's cross over to London where we can speak to Victoria Smith. So, Victoria, how has Prince Andrew cooperated? We were talking about it just there, but the police authorities in the US so far investigating this. And now, if he doesn't respond, where does that leave the US authorities?
Good afternoon, Isabel. Yes, as you say, his lawyers have said he has offered to help 3 times. They claim the US Department of Justice is seeking publicity rather than accepting the offers of help that he has given. The team there says, his legal team says, unfortunately, the American Department of Justice has reacted to the first 2 offers by breaching their own confidentiality rules and claiming the Duke has offered 0 cooperation, which of course his legal team refutes. Now, it's been revealed that the US Department of Justice has made a formal request to the Home Office to speak to the Prince. It's a request called an MLA, and under the terms of this request, if Prince Andrew, the Duke of York, does not voluntarily respond, he can be called to appear in a UK court, which of course his legal team will be desperately trying to prevent.
And in the midst of this, Prince Andrew has always categorically denied any wrongdoing over his relationship with Jeffrey Epstein. Victoria, what do we know about their friendship?
Well, it's a friendship that's come under a lot of scrutiny over the years. That the 2 of them were friends from 1999. And of course, the friendship came under even more intense scrutiny last year when Epstein killed himself in jail in August of last year while awaiting trial on sex trafficking charges. Now, this friendship goes way back. 2010 was the last time that the Duke of York was documented as staying at Epstein's house. And he said in a recent interview that he regrets that visit, but that he did not regret the entire friendship, which some thought perhaps was an odd thing to say. We know that they were great friends. The Prince invited Epstein to a party hosted by the Queen in 2010 as his guest. He says that he used to see Epstein around 3 times a year, that he'd been on his private plane, stayed at his private island and his homes in Palm Beach, in Florida and New York. Now, the allegations against Epstein go right back to 2005 when the parents of a 14-year-old girl claimed that Epstein had molested her. Epstein did go to jail, not for that, but for the lesser charge of the solicitation of prostitution. But it was only after he'd served his time that Prince Andrew said he decided to end the friendship. We've seen those pictures of them walking together in 2010, of them walking in a park. The Prince claims that was the moment, that was the conversation he was having with Epstein when he did decide to end their friendship.
OK, well, Prince under scrutiny. Thanks so much, Victoria Smith there in London.